Hello again. This is Tom Bickford from Maine Robotics, and we're going to talk a little bit about who can form a team and what makes up a team for the first LEGO League. In terms of who can form a team, pretty much anybody. We've seen teams come from in-school programs. That's where maybe they're meeting as part of a science class or a technology class. We have seen them come from after-school programs where a teacher or a librarian or a parent is offering it at the school but after school. We see them forming at public facilities like libraries and rec centers. We see them coming from the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, 4-H, Boys and Girls Clubs, all of those. So think in terms of civic groups that work with youth. We also see them coming from neighborhoods where you have a few children in a particular neighborhood that want to do this and they have a parent who's willing to lead them along. And we also see family teams where you literally have just one or two, well, you need at least two members on a team to be a first LEGO League team, but you're going to have just a family that's doing it. Homeschools have also shown to be a very influential place for teams to come from. They have even more flexibility in how they integrate this program with their curriculum that they're running for their children. So anybody can form a first LEGO League team. Who can be a coach? Well, coaches come from all aspects. We usually see teachers, youth leaders, I keep saying librarians because we see more than you'd think, parents, and we even see business leaders who are out to engage the youth in their area. All first asks is that the coach, the official coach, be at least 18 years old and be acceptable by their local group. So it's the local group, whether it's a school or a community or a group of parents, they have to decide that that adult is a suitable candidate for working with their children. You can have more than one coach, and it's highly recommended that you have access to more than one person. So you might want to consider having multiple parents coming in to help you as well. You could reach out to your local community and have business mentors who can come in either on the engineering side or on the research side or on the programming side. There's a number of groups here in Maine that you could reach out to try to find help there. Check your local area first. Also, don't forget to check with your local high school and find some students who are really into the technology side. They're old enough to be young leaders. They can't replace the coach because you really need to be over 18, but they have a lot of enthusiasm and they have that flexibility, and they've grown up with technology as much as the younger children have. So they make good youth mentors as well. Who can be on a team? Teams have to be at least 2 and no more than 10 children. First specifically says you cannot have 30 members on your team but only send 10 to the tournaments, because what you're really doing is picking an A team out of a much larger group and preventing most of your students from participating in what is probably one of the most significant parts of the program, which is to go out and actually see what all the other teams have done. So they are asking everybody who participates to be allowed and able to go, and to do that you've got to be part of a particular team, and that's limited to 10 people. So if you have 30 people, you're looking at least 3 teams coming from your group. So you can have this 2 to 10 students. They have to be at least 9 years old by the time the competition comes around. So in Maine, November 23rd, your students must be 9 years old. They can be up to 14 on January 1st, 2013. And if you think about that, that means most people who were 14 on January 1st, by November 23rd, will have turned 15. So you can have 15-year-old students on your team as long as they were 14 on January 1st, 2013. That's the rules from FIRST, and we have to abide by those. So there you go. You've got 2 to 10 kids, ages 9 to 14 for the most part, maybe a few 15s, and they are going to work together as a team with you, the adult mentors, to go ahead and run the first LEGO League. I hope that answers that question, and watch the rest of these clips to see other details about the first LEGO League. Thank you very much.